I think most people who find their own voice, if you want to call it voice, or their own way to play, I mean, most of us don't just go looking for it. It happens to us. It's like they always say that, the student looks for the teacher, but you could say the teacher finds the student, It's sort of like a Zen approach, to that. I think what happens is you just keep playing, and all of a sudden you realize that you have something in your playing, you have something that's more particular or more personal to you. This may come about because you hear it on a recording. Many times it does. And so you try to follow this natural instinct because you realize this is going to help to develop your own personal way to hear this music. If you think you're really having trouble finding it, then you're probably trying too hard, or maybe, there are many players who play great, who don't necessarily have their own voice. I mean, you may hear a guitar player on a record and say, well, he sounds just fantastic, but I don't know who he is. This happens many times. And so maybe he doesn't, or she doesn't have their own voice, but they're so good that they will just sound good. They sound, like we say, generic. I mean, they sound like, well, maybe they've listened to Wes Montgomery or Pat Metheny or somebody, and you can tell. You can hear the influence. I think when somebody really develops their own voice, more or less, they go beyond that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They go beyond that, and they go into really just totally into. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What was I saying? So if you just really start to play what it is you hear, I think. But if you try too hard, you may never get there, and then one day you may realize you're there. I think you have to be very aware of just how you sound, and if you're having trouble, sometimes it's good to take a break from those things. Mm-hmm. Try to stop yourself from playing things you played before. I've used that method, where I'm playing the same thing over and over again, and I just say, oh, I'm so tired of that, I won't play that, and if you say this to yourself enough, you probably won't play it, and then maybe you'll find something new to play.